Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing our very first speed build video. We are decorating Raymond's house area. I actually started this area on my Twitch stream, so the terraforming is actually already done and it's just going to be mainly doing the path and doing all the decorating. So to start out, I always like to start with the path, as it gives you a good gauge of the area you're working with and kind of makes it easier to place your items as your path is already down. I used to kind of do the path second depending on the kind of area I was working with, but I find it much easier now to do the path first, so I can kind of see what shape I want the area and what items fit better in certain areas and stuff, and it just makes it a 10 times easier and quicker time on the player. I like to start with the outside pieces first so I can kind of see what shapes I'm working with and just play around a bit with the sizing and stuff, and then I go back and fill it all in once I've had a play around with the shapes. But I do really love this path as it's so versatile and you can just make so many different shapes and it's so pretty. I definitely like to use a lot of trial and error with this path before I decide on my final shape, as I said, it's already so versatile that it's just so much fun to play with and see what shapes you can make and stuff. And this version of the path I'm using is actually a mush version, as we all know my island is a mush island. And then once I'm happy with the shape and the filling in, I kind of add like the little extra pieces, like the little mushroom patch in the circle and the small circle dirt patch as well. And this path actually comes with a patch of mushrooms to match it too, which is really nice. And I also have this autumn leaf kind of placeholder, is that the word? I find that using the custom paths on the floor just makes it feel so much more lived in. But my idea for this little area is when it's sunny outside, Raymond likes to come out and do his work in his little garden rather than in his stuffy office house. So he has his little desk and his trophy for his work awards that he's won. I was kind of playing around whether to give him a small desk or a big one, but the small one looked kind of stupid, so I switched back to the wooden chest. But I'll probably eventually replace this with the den desk. It's just that I don't have any in my catalogue, and this is quite a nice little placeholder for now. I then use the homework set and the grasshopper, so it looks like he's kind of studying the grasshopper since I have the bug trophy behind him as well. He obviously studies bugs for some reason. And I placed a lost item on the mush stool, sorry. but I ended up actually moving that later on. And then I just like to change the colour of the mush parasol. I usually like using the orange one or the red and white one, but I thought a different colour would go really nice with Raymond's little area, so I decided on the black version of it since his house is black and white. I also customised a white mush lamp to go with that too. And I had to collect my nut mile since I had quite a few ones building up, so apologies for the quick nut mile collecting. And then I actually had to run back to my house to grab some wood since I forgot to take wood to my little building area. I usually like to place stuff outside of where I'm working so I don't have to run back to my house, but I forgot some of my materials, so I had to quickly run back to my house, get some wood so I could do some building. And I had to run all the way back. And I'm really lazy, so this is like the worst for me. So then I crafted a log bench to make the log decorative shelves, because I really wanted to use these in this area since they're really cute and they kind of fit the colour scheme and theme of the area really nicely. I also didn't realise how tight this area was until I started trying to place the mush parasol, and it turned out quite difficult to do. So I had to move the shelves because it looked a bit cramped. And I was kind of running around trying to decide where to put them, and I ended up going with next to Raymond's house, even though I did want that area to kind of jump over, but I might be turning that into a lake anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. I also like to use my camera to see how I'm liking an area and see if I think it goes nicely, and there was something not right with the area, so I had a little look through my items that I'd collected up. I also then decided I wanted a shovel to dig up the tree stump, but I didn't have enough hardwood, so I had to craft a flimsy axe to then craft a shovel because I was too lazy to go back to my house. But I realised now that going back to my house probably would have been so much quicker than doing this, but in the moment my laziness was just fully kicked in. So I ended up using the mush parasol there, and I think it made the area look really nice and kind of less badly cluttered. I do like to incorporate tree stumps, but that one just wasn't working at all, so it had to go. And I kind of started to struggle with what other things to put in the area, but I knew I wanted more items down. So I kind of just went through some of my DIY stuff, and I just was so stuck on what to do. So I looked through my items for the 1000th time. And of course I had to use the leaf pile because I love the leaf pile so much. I tried moving the mush lamp, but I realised I couldn't walk through there, so that was kind of a problem. And I decided to quickly go and get my incline sorted out so I could kind of see the area a bit better for what it would be in its finished state with the incline outside his house. Got that all placed and paid off Lloyd, and then we go to the next day. So the next day I had a bit of a better idea of how the area was going to look, and I tried a few different items in the area, but I still wasn't sure. And I actually had a street lamp left over, so I used that, which I really liked. And I still wasn't happy with this little bit here, so I kind of experimented with that a bit more. I replaced the lost item in the mush stool. I also found these really cute shoes in my house, and they kind of match the colour of Raymond's house, so I was like, I'll put these out too. I accidentally wore them. I thought these would look nice outside his house, so I just kind of needed to figure out where they would go because there was a lot less area than I thought there was. But out of my recording for some reason, but I actually ended up placing the shoes next to his desk and then a little cactus plant on a mush log, and I thought that looked really nice and the area turned out really well. Thank you everyone for watching this speed build. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!